Lovely nobodies, happy Tuesday to every one of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I jumped in to do it for real quick reading today. I got stuff to do today, so happy Tuesday to all of you. It's a little chilly outside today. I'm in Atlanta, you guys know that. It's very cold today. I think it's like in the 50s, like a little under 60. Weather is changing, fall is falling, the hoodies are coming out, the Timberlands are coming out, the Uggs are coming out. So you guys stay safe in this weather. Watch these weather changes. Go ahead and get your seasonal medicine ready. A lot of people I've been talking to got little sniffles, little coughs, just a lot going on. So just watch yourselves. Take care of your health. Like this video. If anything resonates with you that I say today, that we say today, y'all know that's me, the gang. That's God, the divine, your ancestors, those that just pull up from the light. I'm excited about this reading today. I'm telling y'all, it's so much today that we are going to talk about. If you want to get a reading from me, my information will be in the description box of this video. Also in the About section of my channel. Psychic fairs that I do 2 every month on the 2nd and the 3rd Saturday. Information for those also in the description box below. I'm excited for this reading. Guys, the holidays are coming up. If you guys celebrate holidays, if you guys got trips and family trips planned up, be safe, stay safe. There's a lot going on in the world right now. A lot politically going on, a lot going on as far as just the way the world is moving. I feel like you guys all have experienced the shifts just in the last few months or so. I've experienced shifts as well. Everybody's experiencing shifts. So we're going to talk about a couple of things today. So guys, I'm excited. Again, readings, tarot, anything I say today is very fluid. Time is fluid. So take these messages as they resonate, guys. Don't make a story fit for you that just does not. I don't like it when you guys do that because you'll take yourself just down a rabbit hole. And I've said this so many times. Take only what resonates with you. Don't make anything fit. Again, time is very, very fluid. And I want to say this because I've had more than one client mention this to me or just maybe lead to this question in the last, I would say, couple of weeks or so. When I say time is fluid, that means that something I could bring into a reading today, let's just say it's about you and your finances or you and your money or you and your job. And I bring up something in a reading. Because time is fluid, you guys only have control over you guys and what you guys do and what you and your spirits, how you guys move. You don't ever have control over the other person's free will, the other party's free will, the free will of the company that you're dealing with. So I could bring up something in a reading, but what I'm reading is the current energy. Meaning I could say, hey, your person is, really thinking about taking your connection with you to another level. And they're really thinking about it. And then you don't see anything happen for 6 months or a year. But what we don't have control over is what came into the other person's energy, the people they came across, the decisions that they had to make within that year. So, guys, readings are very, 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 very fluid, okay? Take them as they resonate. I have to let you know that. Also, trust your own intuition. Use your own intuition. I feel like a lot of things that I bring up in these readings are things that you guys already know for the most part. I'm just confirming a lot. And if that's happening, meaning if anything that I say resonates with you, that's the first way that you know that your spirits are around you too. They're trying to communicate with you as well. They're trying to get you to use them as well because I'm tapping into them, right? Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. We're going to jump into it. So, really quickly, I'm going to give you a disclaimer for this reading today. Today's reading, I feel like, is a no-nonsense reading. I was getting so many downloads. My nose is already itching. My nose has been itching since I started getting downloads this morning. Okay. No-nonsense meaning, and this is the way that Spirit showed me this download. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to just play around with these cards and get them shuffled while we are talking. But really quick, message that came in was basically, I know that whoever's watching this reading today, you 100% play spades. Your family plays the card game Spades. You know about Spades. Just because you don't play Spades, however, does not mean this message will not resonate with you. But I'm getting a huge overarching energy today is a card game. You may read tarot. You may use other type of playing cards. You might be a reader that reads with playing cards, okay? There's people that are out there like that. I need you to know this message is for you if that resonates, okay? Now, the other thing is the African American community specifically is tied in this reading. So if you are African American or tied to someone that is African American, I feel like heavily pay attention to this reading because when we bring up the game of spades, spades is like our culture. There's almost like this saying in the black community, like if you don't know spades, like we will pull your black card. And I'm telling you, my black card has been pulled so many times because I don't know how to play spades. My whole entire family knows this. I'm not good at playing it. And when that download came in, that's why all of these downloads made me feel like I'm talking to people from the African American community specifically. If it resonates with you, take it. Also, cards have something to do with this. Now, the biggest message that I was getting was somebody being dealt a hand of spades and trying to get up from the table because their hand is not good. Like your hand is not good. You know, because in spades you have partners. You know that you hope your partner has all the good cards because you have 0 books. Like you have no cards at all, okay? But the energy that I was getting before I came into this reading was that whoever has this shitty hand of cards, and I'm just going to be real, wants to get up from the table. You want to leave the game. You don't want to play. You want to be a sore loser already, and you don't know what your partner has got. So it's almost like you've already counted yourself out because, first of all, you see your cards. You see there's no way, but you've already partnered up with this person to play this game, okay? It's set. And I think a lot of you know if you are around the spades table and you around family members that play spades, when you sat with a partner, you don't just get up from a game of spades. Like, how you just gonna get up? So this is what I'm getting. Somebody is not trying to play the cards that have been dealt to them. So meaning that you have been dealt some cards, okay? Some life issues, some challenges, some maybe amazing things, and overwhelming abundance has come into your life. I don't know what this is. We're going to get into it. However, I'm getting that somebody's trying to throw in a towel already. You haven't even started playing the game. And you see your cards, you see the factors, you see everything that might be at play, but you're telling yourself, like, I'm going to lose this game. Like, we are going to effing lose. The other thing is, whoever this is, I feel like there's another person like in your energy, because in spades you have partners and there's 4 people at this table. There could be 4 people that I'm talking about that I may bring up in this reading. There could be 4 areas of your life that may apply in this reading. This is what I feel though. Whoever you are, if the energy is, I'm looking at my shitty hand of cards and I'm ready to leave, I don't want to play this game no more. I know you don't trust your partner. You don't trust the person that's on the other side. You don't trust that they got it. For some of you, and I know that this reading is heavily tied to love, is heavily in this reading, and I know that we're talking about cards, but I know that Spirit is going to tie this together at some point. I'm just going with what is coming in intuitively. Hopefully the cards will definitely confirm what I'm saying. Now, you just don't have faith that your partner has what they need for you guys to win this game. So first of all, you're giving up too soon. Somebody's giving up too soon on something. The other thing is you're losing faith in your partner. For some of you guys, I could translate that whole card reading download to, it really is time, like you never should have entered the game at all if you were going to give up. You never should have entered this contract. You never should have took this job. You never should have entered a relationship with this person. You never should have got married if you were just going to get up from the table and leave. All right, that's just the energy that I'm getting. Somebody giving up too soon. You don't have faith in the other parties. You don't have faith in something else that's at play. Okay, so let's talk about it. Spades, the game of spades, the ace of spades might come up in this reading, which would be in my mind the ace of swords. Okay, so the ace of swords might come into this reading today, meaning like some type of information is coming in. So maybe some of you guys have a challenge in your life, and this challenge in your life requires information from another party, requires effort or action on another party. You cannot control that. However, there's something about, there's the energy of the Fool card might even show up in the reading. The Fool and the Magician might also show up. So heavy swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius might pull up heavy in this reading today. But let's get into it. Okay, so somebody trying to give up on this game. Okay, somebody not wanting to play the cards that they were dealt. You sat down at the table, you entered this. Temperance and the Strength card, first card out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, heavy fire is the first cards that jump out. Heavy, this is major arcana. So this is God energy, this is divine timing at play. So whatever this is, I am getting heavy, you guys, that something is shaking up your soul. I just heard, I don't know if you guys watch Love and Hip Hop. That's another thing that's huge from and I'm talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And something else huge, because that just popped in from the African American culture and community. It's heavy. But I just heard, I don't know if you guys remember, like when it very first started in K. Michelle. I don't remember who she was fighting with. I think it was Rashida. Any of these names might resonate with you, Rashida, K. Michelle. But when they got into an argument, they were sitting at the table and K. Michelle goes, "Oh, this bitch is shaking the table." Okay, life might be shaking the table of your, like, life might be shaking your table right now. And I don't know what this is, you guys, but heavy temper is heavy strength. I'm getting that there is courage required because something got somebody crashing out energetically, or crashing out just because there's this like energy of impending doom here that I feel, because you don't want to, you remember, you don't want to play the game. Emperor. I'm taking all these cards in the upright today. This card did try to come up in the reverse. So Emperor, all major arcana so far, all divine timing. I'm gonna pull one more card. And the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, money. Let me tell y'all something, okay? I know that I said a lot of this was about love, but the very first thing I did, some of y'all, I just heard the Cardi B song, is it Bodak Yellow? I can't remember. I don't dance now, I make money moves. I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't F with you. I'm a boss, you a worker. I make bloody moves. Okay, somebody right now is about that action. Somebody is on I heard paper chase, but I'm gonna try to help you flip that today, because you shouldn't be chasing anything. We're not chasing no paper. We're gonna move us into a state of attracting. Somebody knows that they gotta make a money move. Like, they sitting there and they wondering, like, how do I make this money move? There's a strategy that is at play. The Temperance indicates that the angel wings do give me this indication that your spirits, lovely nobody, see you struggling with this either person, this situation. A lot tied to finance here, a lot tied to, because that chess piece is there, and the chess piece would be a move that you have to make. Some of this could be tied to a literal move that you may have to make. But lovely nobodies, oh my goodness, just slow down. Slow down, because both of these cards indicate balance. Somebody is, Spirit just has me this energy of like, somebody's about to just really just give up, throw in the towel. This is either about, either I'm about to lose my shit and I'm about to pop off and I'm about to break down, I'm about to crash out. This is a heavy burden on me, I can't take it, and somebody's going to do something impulsive. So somebody in this energy, and this is, take this as it resonates, guys, and this energy, it could go many ways. Some of you guys, this could show up as, because I can't handle the stressful, challenging things that are going on in my life, and because I cannot control what's going on in my life, there's another area of my life that I'm just literally on demon time in. So this could be somebody that drinks to drown out their stresses. This could be somebody that smokes or that does some type of drug. The devil card might show up in this reading. Capricorn energy, I just picked up on that. You might be a Capricorn as well. Sagittarius here, Leo here, Aries, Capricorn are the signs that I feel heavy. But all of those signs are huge. Those are big standout energies when it comes to the zodiac and to the tarot, because those are action takers. And I feel like there's somebody in this reading right now that needs to take action on something, but I feel like all the other players, like, it's just like, from what you can see, this shit is not gonna work out. From what I can see with him or her, or this person, that person, this company, that company, this bill, that bill, whatever this might be, you're like, this is not going to work. So also, because this chess piece is here, I do feel like for some of you who have this energy of impending doom, or this shit is going to fall down, I'm not even going to try it because it's going to fall down. Some of you guys could be single, looking to date, or wanting to start dating, and you're just so worried and so stressed, and it's almost like the energy of self-sabotaging something. You guys, so be careful and slow down. But even with the chess piece, it does give me strategy. Chess is a very strategic game, okay? Even spades. There's a lot of games here. So, and I feel like I brought up gaming in the last video, so I am getting heavy gamers in this reading. And this is not just video games. This is like, maybe you play a sport, like maybe you hoop with your friends every weekend at the Y or whatever this is. Maybe you, again, play cards with your family on the weekends. Maybe you guys do read tarot, you read oracle cards or something like that. Heavy gaming here. Maybe you guys have something that you play. I don't know what this is, but heavy gaming is coming into this reading today. Strategy is necessary. Very much strategy is necessary. Spirit is also showing me the game of Monopoly, and that's about buying up a lot of property, buying and selling property. So some of you guys may be having a struggle with the property, okay? Some of you guys might be struggling with either buying a home or renting a home, or buying a property or selling a property. Heavily. There is a need to, first, I feel like, get out of your head and take some action. And when I say get out of your head, the get out of your head that I'm feeling is that you are up and down with your energies towards whatever this is. You're very much, one day you go from, okay, I can work out a strategy, I can work out a plan, this can work out, yada, yada, yada. But then a couple days later, it's not the same energy, and you're worried about it, and you're stressed about it, and it's you make it more of a huge challenge. So I know this is challenging to even say to any of you right now, because I feel like I'm about to say this and they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up, Christy. Just shut up. Fall into a state of trust, because there is this energy of like, just because of how these cards are laying, it's like, I'm just gonna go just into it. I haven't even clarified these cards. Okay, Lion and an Angel. So it gives me that something stressful, but the angel gives this energy of like, everything is well, all is calm, this is going to work out. The angel here also gives me this energy, this angelic energy is what I feel, this innocence in this sheep. It also gives me this comfort, like things are going to be fine. But we go back and forth between stressing out about it. And this is really, so some of you guys, even with this heart being right here, some of this is really pulling on your heartstrings. So this could have to do with love, a relationship. This could have to do with dating. This could have to do with a loved one, okay? But you're going back and forth. And then we move to this card, right? More of that angelic energy. But this is the Temperance. And in this card, this is an androgynous person. So I know I've read the guidebook of this deck, and the artist painted this person as an androgynous person. Not that they're neither male nor... Oh, so maybe you're non-binary. Maybe someone from the LGBT plus community is in this reading or watching this reading. If it is, this is for you. This is also the sun and the moon. So this is Leo and Cancer. So Leo and Cancer, this could resonate with you. But it's almost like you go from high to low in this energy. Temperance, you go back and forth with how you feel. And it's the same thing with this card. Do you see the synchronicity in these two cards? Darkness and light, same thing. Innocence, and then there's the Lion, okay? Same energy. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you maybe are stepping in and out of your shadows. Maybe you're doing it willfully. So some of you guys might be willfully walking at the demon time. You're like, all right, like I'm just on what I'm on right now, and I'll be back when I be back. There's this energy that I feel there. Then we move to this card, okay? So a lot of things just intuitively about this card, and I feel like I'm teaching someone how to read right now. I don't even know why I'm explaining these cards this way, because I feel like I teach it right now. So somebody who is a teacher could be watching this reading that may resonate with you. Also, I already brought up Love and Hip Hop, and then I also brought up the Game of Spades. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is in Atlanta, and then even though this is a Mars moon on this card, it's giving me peach energy. So I do feel like someone in Atlanta. This reading applies to someone that is in the city of Atlanta, okay? You need to make a move, okay? You need to make a move. You're looking over there like, what they doing? Like, I'm waiting on them to give me what I need. I'm waiting to hear from this person. I'm waiting for this person to show me this, so that way I can move forward with this. This Emperor just gives me the energy that he's waiting on something, but you're the Emperor, okay? So you're in charge. Whatever this is, whatever this challenge is that you have, I know that you're in charge of it. And remember, the Game of Spades, I tagged on with a partner before we entered this game. So again, there is somebody here. It's almost like you're looking for help outside of yourself, but it's almost like stop worrying about what's outside of you and worry about what you can do with the strategy or the move that you can make. So many of you guys could be waiting also to hear from someone else, but in this card, he's looking at this person, okay? So this Emperor, the way that these cards are laying, he needs to make a strategy. There's a move that needs to be made, but then there's this King of Pentacles. I'm picking up heavy Capricorn, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be anyone. Take the signs as they resonate. It's almost like this king knows that somebody is waiting, I feel, on what he has. That's a big pentacle sitting on his lap. And even the dog is sitting there, or this wolf is sitting there like he's guarding it. So there's this energy of, first of all, guarding your finances. So I do feel like if someone is having a challenge right now, especially as it pertains to money or finances, there's a huge energy that the moves that you made are why you are here. And I feel like God, the divine, whatever higher power you believe in, and I feel like is trying to get you to see that these major choices or decisions, whether they be good or bad according to you and your spirits, I don't know if they're working for you longevity wise, because I'm getting that somebody has to like maybe we get abundance, maybe we get like a win in an area, maybe this is in relationship, and then maybe a few days, a few weeks after that, we just double all the way back. So I'm getting that whatever you're going through right now, Spirit, I feel like has a lot of you guys on pause, like, hey, chill, wait, hold on. This has been what you've been doing your whole life, because none of these cards are like the 2 or the 3 of anything. This is the Strength, the Temperance, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles, all major energy. So I know that a lot of you guys have major choices, decisions, moves, plays that you need to make in your life right now. And I don't know if the way that you're viewing whatever you're trying to organize or need to organize or need to delegate, because that's a king and an emperor and y'all don't do all the work. So I know that there's somebody else required to get something done that you need to get done in your life, okay? It's like we need to get this together. Spirit is showing me the game of Tetris. It's almost like we need to move some things around. So for you, some of you guys, with this money struggle, literal Tetris might be required in your finances, meaning move things around, okay? And I feel like I say this to a lot of my clients. If you cannot change the actual money that you're bringing in, then what you can do is change how you spend the money that you have, right? If you work a full-time job and then you have kids and your kids have after school or extracurricular things going on in your life, you might not be able to get a second job because the rest of your life after your full-time job takes all of your time. You can't get another job. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to alter what you're paying, right? Can we eat out less, right? Can we spend out money less? Do we really need those shoes? Do we really need that new purse? The subscriptions that we subscribe to, like, are we using in the wall? Like, do you even watch that Netflix? Can we drop that $14 to $15 a month? Can we change it to a lower plan? Can we change our cell phone? Like, there's things that you can do to tailor and trim if you cannot get another job or bring in another stream of income. So that's one way. Some of you guys, you work a full-time job and you don't have nothing and no one else in your life. Go get another stream of income. I'm telling you guys, and I say this so many times, I got like 4 streams of income. I don't know who out here today is living off of 1 stream of income. Just one. And this is what I mean by that. I don't care if you have a job that's making $100,000 a year or higher, right? Let's say you make 6 figures or higher, but you live in a quarter or a $500,000 house, and your house takes a huge chunk of your money. The utilities for your home might take a huge chunk of your finances. If you're in that kind of home, you can't just be driving around just in anything. So I'm pretty sure your car and your insurance take a huge chunk of your money, meaning maybe you make over 6 figures a year, but with all of your bills and everything that you have going on, maybe your kids are in college or whatever this is, you have just enough. You don't have enough to take a vacation every 4 to 5 months instead of once a year. You don't have enough money to start school yourself and go back to school. You don't have enough money to also start that business. So what I'm saying is, no matter how much money you make, guys, I feel like there's more money that you could bring in that will make your life more effective, your life a little bit more free in certain areas. So you have the opportunity to get another stream of income. Go do it, okay? For some of you guys, you don't really have an issue with making money, but how you're using your money is terrible. It's terrible. You are bad with money, and you know it, okay? The Emperor with the King of Pentacles towards the end of this reading, it does give the indication. And then the Temperance and the Strength, it's almost like your money being off balance. How a person uses, the moves that the person makes with their money are off balance, okay? So take that as it resonates, guys. I'm going to clarify these cards. If I had to talk about those of you who are looking to be in a committed connection, because I do feel like there's some single people here, and there's this energy of shifting into this new way of being and believing when it comes to either dating. This is either getting into another connection with someone, because I'm getting a very traditional energy. Like, if you guys are single, I'm getting that you're a very traditional person, but I feel like the person that's probably for you is not traditional at all, meaning like some of you guys' belief systems could be about to shift, alter, or change due to God bringing someone else into your life. This could be either in a romantic capacity. This could be either through work and the type of clients that you're getting. This could be even through just day-to-day business and dealings that you have with people. Something or someone is about to come into your energy that is going to shift how you believe, meaning like for some of you guys, and because I've brought up a lot of Black culture already and a lot of African American like just downloads and nudges, I'm going to clarify these cards, but I feel like today is going to be more about I just feel like teaching for real than actually like telling you guys what you want to hear. This is about knowledge, okay? So if you didn't come here to get knowledge, then you can scroll off, you can get off, you can fast forward, you can do whatever you want to do. But what I am saying is that I do feel like for you guys, whatever culture you're in, I feel like spirit is about to allow something that is not the norm of the culture that you believe in, that you know, that you have perceived your whole life, to open you up an area. I'm going to take a sip. To open you up in an area of your life. So meaning, let's just say you're African American and you're very soulful and you have all of this culture and I just heard hood rich. It's almost like, and that literally could be it. You really could be hood rich. And when I say hood rich, this is what I mean. It's like you got money, but hood rich is almost like I get money, but the things that I spend my money on are not like, they're things like cars and shoes and jewelry and clothes. And maybe I got a nice house, but I have no investments. I don't have properties. Maybe I don't give back to my community. Maybe I have a huge house but no furniture in it. Like maybe I got a nice car but I don't pay my insurance on the car. It's like hood rich in a way. Some of you guys are about to become a different type of rich through somebody from not that's culture like you. And this is what I mean by culture. I'm not just talking about race here, okay? I brought up the African American and the black nudges because those were the downloads that were being brought into me. But I'm saying on a more broader spectrum, other than race, I'm talking about gender. I'm talking about financially. I'm just talking about just individuality. Different cultured people are coming into your life, okay? Let's just say you're a plain Jane and you just wear, navies and blues and blacks and browns, and God is about to bring a friend or a coworker or somebody in your life and they're just an eclectic dresser. The way that they piece and they style their outfits is so colorful, and you've always wanted to maybe change your wardrobe and you've just never really known how, and now you're getting inspos and you're doing inspos from a lot of like people that are around you now, because now I have this new person that works in my job and oh my God, the outfits that they wear every day are so cool. You might start to dress differently due to that person being in your energy. Some of you guys might be a person that is really into let's just say classical music or whatever this might be, and like opera and music that doesn't really have a lot of lyrics but just a lot of sounds, and maybe like things like bossa nova and jazz. But let's just say you meet someone or you start to date someone and that person is totally into, let's just say, rock or like pop or hip hop or just R&B or neo soul, and you and this person start to hang out, and this person starts to take you to different type of places that you never would have hung out at, because it's the cultures. You're about to get a culture shock in a person in your life, maybe through business, because I feel like God is about to grow you guys through unconventional means. And for a lot of you guys, it's going to be through things that you didn't expect. And just for me saying that, I'm going back to that traditional energy. I'm getting that someone who's, I'm not going to say boring, but I will say there's a little bit of a control freak energy that I feel, a little bit of a overly task-oriented person in this reading. I feel somebody that's very routine, somebody that sticks to the status quo. You stick to and even when I say that, the types of jobs that would be, there would be people that are like tied to the military, or somebody that might be a police officer or tied to a police officer. Somebody just like law and order. This could be somebody in the law community or legal community. Very law and order, very routine, very like, this is how we do things. Something or someone, or it's already happening, is coming into your life to shake you up. And I just heard again that K Michelle nudge from Love and Hip Hop, shaking the table. The other thing is that it's for your good. Whatever this is, it's for your good. It's because maybe there's a rigid energy in this reading. Like somebody's very rigid. Maybe the hangman just showed up in this reading under the strength. A rigid energy, and maybe God is kind of like bringing something or someone into your life to kind of shake you up, but also to get you to chill out. Because first of all, just, I don't predict the future at all, like in a way, but I feel like the sun is going to come up tomorrow, right? I feel like you most likely going to see another day tomorrow. And I'm not saying live like there's no tomorrow. Still live that way. But what I'm just saying is like some of you guys are moving, and whatever this is, like ain't no tomorrow. Like tomorrow, there isn't more money to be made. Like tomorrow, there isn't another opportunity to get on the phone and make the moves that you need to make to get whatever this is done. Like tomorrow, there isn't going to be another job interview that you need to go to, even though you got denied for that job yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Don't get up from this card table yet. Like play this game. Play these cards that you're being dealt right now. Lovely nobody. Hangman just showed up on the strength card. I'm telling you, something you guys may be possibly feeling a little bit low. But again, success, victory is coming, okay? So I do want some of you guys to feel some of you guys who feel like door after door after door, Spirit is showing me this, is closed in front of you, okay? Shift your thinking, shift your perspective. You can believe that every door is closing in front of you, and you can believe and take that is negative. Or you could shift your perspective and you could say, maybe God has me hidden right now. Maybe God wants me to be on pause right now. Maybe God wants me to be still right now and focus on myself. In this hangman energy, she has just gone through something, okay? She's gone through a bump or a bruise or a challenge in life, or she's going through it right now. And yes, she's hanging, but she's hanging, she doesn't look uncomfortable. She's almost damn near like in a, gymnast pose. Some of you guys might be a gymnast. But if you look at this card, there's alchemy symbols in this water. So it's almost like even though she's hanging and she's kind of sitting in her mess, I'm going to be real. This is a sitting in your mess card. She's reflecting on how she got here. Those alchemy symbols are giving me like she's taking what she just went through. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about how she put herself there, what she allowed, what red flags she ignored, and whatever this was that was coming towards her. And she's seeing for what it is. And she's saying, hey, I'm about to get up from this. I'm about to get up. And so for some of you guys, there is a need. Some of you guys have been sitting in whatever this is, not taking no action. But her head, do you see that light? She's getting enlightenment while sitting in her mess. So some of you guys are becoming awakened through a challenge. And I feel like for some of you guys, you won't be awakened, meaning you're not going to learn how to spend money better if I don't take this house from you. You're not going to learn how to spend your money better unless I cause this to fall down in your life when it comes to your finances. You're not going to learn how to spend your money better unless I bring an unexpected thing with your vehicle to come about. And you have to now come up with $3,000 out of nowhere for your car because you didn't save your money, because you were just buying shoes and buying up shit you didn't need to buy. You were just going to concerts. You was doing all these things that you didn't need to do. And then you didn't set yourself up properly. But I need to cause this to happen because you be getting outside of yourself in this energy. So I feel like for some of you guys, this is happening for your good. Spirit is causing whatever is happening here for your good. You're going to be victorious in this energy, but not until you sit down, until you understand, until you realize that you are the issue. You are the challenge. You are why or how, like you are why you are, like you are why you're going through what you're going through. You are why you're dealing with what you're dealing with. You are why you're about to get evicted. You're why you're about to have to sell your house. You are why these ships are changing, okay? So I am getting this energy with all this major arcana, and this is like the fourth one that is showing up in the reading. Divine timing is heavily at play, but I feel like they got you on pause again, sitting down like, hey, learn the lesson. Are you and him going to keep going through that? Are you going to keep running from love because you think that's going to happen again? Are you going to keep not applying from that job because you think Bobby and Sally and whoever these people are going to get this job over you? Are you going to keep dimming your light in those conversations when you know that you have the answer, when you know that you have the ideas? Are you going to keep not standing up for yourself in that relationship to where you're getting abused or where you're getting manipulated and where people are lying to you and not being truthful with you or supporting you? God is like, see this for what it really is and make a move on it. Temperance is here. The Tower. I told y'all. Something is coming, or it's right here. It's happening to you now. And I will say, I hate that some of you guys are going through these towers that you're going through. But I'm telling you, the way that this card laid, it laid like this. She's facing this tower. And I feel like God is like, sit there and face why you're here. Sit there and face what you're dealing with. Sit there and face what this tower is. So for some of you guys, I do feel like because we know a move needs to be made, we know a strategy needs to be made. We can't forget about the card game, somebody wanting to get up from this card table. So I do feel like this tower is the card table. This tower is that shitty hand of spades that you got dealt. And for some of you guys, it did try to come out in the reverse, which means avoiding the inevitable. This is not playing the card game. This is like not facing the chance to lose or win this game, okay? Because some of you guys, you don't realize if you would just play that game, you might learn more about how you critically think. If you play that spade game and you win that game, because you don't know, just because they have good cards doesn't mean they know how to play those cards. Does that make sense? Just how I said earlier about the person who makes a lot of money, but they don't know how to use it. They spend it on stupid stuff. And that's why it looks and appears that they have money. And then that's the other thing. For some of you guys, I am getting this energy that somebody maybe looks at the outside world and tells themselves like, I need to be better, I need to have more because of this person. But you may not know, they could be putting everything they got on layaway. Everything they own could be on credit cards. They could be moving money, transferring balances from credit card to credit card, and you just thinking that they got all this money and they have no abundance. Okay, money is nothing without the knowledge on how to use it, keep it, make it multiply, keep it coming in. I don't care how much money you have. If you don't have knowledge of wealth, then it's like sounding brass and tinkling cymbal. It's like you're gonna have it for a little bit. So it's temporary energy. So for some of you guys, you may have been experiencing just temporary blessings, like little short-lived and short-term blessings. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here is like, hey, look at this for what it is. We're trying to show you how to flip a bag and keep it. We're trying to show you how to flip a bag and make it multiply. We're trying to show you how to be in a relationship with the right person. And just because little challenges are going, with you guys, we're trying to show you how to critically think and move through an energy with a person, and how to be a partnership, and how to be a part of a team, and how to be part of something cohesive that lasts and that is long lasting. Okay, so some of you guys, you ready to give up on your relationship now? I already said, take these messages as they resonate. Some of you guys definitely need to leave your marriage. And I'm just going to be real. Y'all know me. I'm not like super religious. I'm not into any type of man-made construct, marriages, divorces. Not that I'm not into it. It's like I'm not into what man said that it is or that it isn't. So meaning, the whole, and I'm going back to these traditional, there could be some traditional religious people tied to the Christian church possibly here, because what I'm about to say is very religious. Meaning, some of you guys like think that, there's this mentality that when you get married, you should get married, you should stay in that marriage like forever, no matter what, till death do you part, for real. Okay, but the last time I checked, when somebody gets a life sentence in certain states, it ain't but 20 years. Okay, it's not real life. It's not real life, and Spirit just literally showed me that. So some of you guys may have this mentality that I married this person and I should stay in this connection or this relationship, but that shit is so toxic. It's toxic. You are not in love with your person. You guys function in dysfunction. It's almost just a transactional relationship at this point. Maybe you guys have third-party situations going on. Maybe there's this energy. There could be abuse and physical abuse happening in your relationships, and you think that you're supposed to stay there. Baby girl, baby boy, sir and ma'am, you are not supposed to stay in that, okay? So it could be that you never should have entered that contract to begin with, meaning you never should have sat down at that card table to begin with. You never should have partnered with that spades partner to begin with, okay? And then for some of you guys, maybe you are the other spades partner. So maybe you are the person who has all the cards and your person don't. However, you still teamed up with them, meaning some of you guys might have teamed up with somebody that maybe they're not on your level. Maybe financially, like they were a red flag to begin with. Maybe maybe their sex was good, or maybe they look good, or maybe they presented themselves good, but their credit is bad, and maybe they're bad with money and they're terrible with money, and you don't know that they owe so many things in so many other states. There's a lot here to this energy of like, put yourself where you fit in this reading. So you're either the person who has a good hand of spades, or you're the person that doesn't. Regardless of which hand you're playing, you teamed up with that person to sit down with these other two people to play this game of spades. So I feel like Spirit is saying, play that hand, play that round, and when the game is done, then the game is going to be done. But I don't feel like God has some of y'all done with something or someone in your life, and maybe you got to clear it out. Maybe you got to just play this hand real quick. So maybe Spirit is like, for some of you guys, you just need to play this little hand real quick. You know how you be at the cookout, or that if you know about spades in the culture, this happens a lot around holidays, especially family gatherings, and it's almost like, let me just play this quick hand, then I gotta leave. I gotta go to work, but I'm gonna play a quick hand with y'all. I feel like for some of you guys, Spirit is like, play that quick hand, and we're gonna get you out of there. But stop, don't act like you didn't just say that you wanted to play this game of spades with me and tell me, I was gonna be your partner an hour ago, and now you're talking about you gotta leave and go home. No. We're finna play this game. Okay, that's what I'm getting. 4 of Wands just came out under that tower. For some of you guys, there's a little bit of family tension that I feel here. So for some of you guys, this could be literally you putting yourself in situations with family to hang out and play games and play cards, and maybe family dynamics in your family are just off, or maybe this is like the type of family that we still be around each other, but there's a lot of toxic belief systems. There's a lot of toxic traumas that are going on between us. So for some of you guys, this could be, some of you guys might have to detach from family members in this new season that you're about to come into, because maybe God is about to bring you into some type of abundance, right? And that could be knowledge. It could be God might be about to take you on a journey, and you got to leave your family members to do so, okay? Some of you guys might live with family members, and maybe you're an adult. Maybe some of you guys are an adult and you're ready to just step out on your own. Like, so maybe you like live in a roommate situation. And there's this energy of like needing to branch out on your own and really get something on your own. Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck with Judgment. There's a lot of major arcana in your reading today, guys. Divine timing is at play, okay? 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands is laying at the bottom, under the Tower and the Hangman. And this is the 10 of Wands, which would be carrying a burden, okay? So for some of you guys, I mean, I do feel like you possibly are carrying a burden, maybe some of you, about a person that, I'm going to just be real. I feel like for some of you guys, this could be a past energy that's showing up in your reading, meaning there's somebody that might have entered a connection with someone, and it was very premature, and somebody bowed out gracefully. They got up from that Spades card table and they left you, lovely nobody, or they walked away, or you walked away from them. And there's this energy of maybe somebody trying to split in the block, because ever since you left their life, or ever since this connection has stopped with this person, I mean, they've been carrying a burden, and I feel like that burden is like, I should have put more into that connection. I should have given that person more. That person was a much, more main character, right, in my life than I made them out to be, or maybe than I even told them. And I just heard that main character energy. For some of you guys, you really carry that and you possess it, because there's so many major arcanas in this reading. I am getting that main character energy for a lot of you, and I'm gonna spin it both ways, because the Emperor and the King of Pentacles here, and I'm not just this could be male or female, whoever is sitting here. I mean, your mentality is, I'm a boss. I'm a effing boss, okay? Can't somebody tell, on a certain level, in a certain room, like, can't nobody tell you nothing about nothing, because you that dude, you that girl, you that man, you, like, confidence and confidence, okay? This is almost like, I wish somebody would come over here and try to, like, do anything to my person. I wish anybody would try to come against me and my family. I wish anybody would try to come against me and my business, because I make moves, and I'll move on that, right? And even this King of Pentacles, heavy confidence. It's like, I don't care what you're coming towards me. I got all this. So all of these bookshelves gives me that this king has a lot of knowledge. Like, this person has a wealth of knowledge, sitting there with this pentacle, and he got the wolf there. And I don't even know real doll for real. It's almost like a wolf. This almost is like this energy of you possess and you carry this confidence, this main character energy. Now, both of those cards in the reverse would indicate a sense of possessiveness, a sense of ego, a sense of overly controlling. So for some of you guys, I do feel like maybe your ego maybe has gotten in the way, maybe of your life, maybe of this situation that you having, this challenge, whatever this with. But maybe there's an opportunity for you to set your ego to the side. Meaning, maybe you walk tall, maybe you fine, maybe you sexy, maybe you're beautiful, maybe you're gorgeous. Maybe people see you as someone that is to be reckoned with, somebody that people would have a lot of reverence for. But behind the scenes, some of you guys are not that dude, are not that girl. Again, everything that you got, that you paid for, you're struggling with. It's behind. So this is almost like making the two match. The Strength and the Temperance give me this balanced energy. There's a need for some of you guys to mount, almost like, this is I don't know if this is the Migos that I'm hearing or Offset. There's, again, another Atlanta artist, like culture, like from the culture, but I just heard like, you do anything for clout, like Walk It Like I Talk It, those types of songs. I think that's Migos and Offset. And then, but what I am saying is like, walk it like you talk it. There's this energy of not just looking like you got the bag, but actually having the bag. There's this energy of, we're about to show you how to flip this and reverse this, so that you can really be that dude, be that girl, be that husband, be that wife, be that employee. Whatever this is, there's this energy of it looking like something, but it not being that way behind the scenes. For some of you guys, this could be your marriage. For some of you guys' marriage to the outside world, it looks amazing. Oh my God, people, it's almost like, and I just heard, you guys are the Will and Jada, right? But if you guys follow them, more black culture, you see that like there's a lot behind the scenes to their marriage. So remember, there's this energy, almost like this power couple energy for some of you guys who are in a connection, but behind the scenes, maybe you guys fight a lot, you guys crash out a lot. There's a lot of major things that are going on behind the scenes that if you guys just tweak them and fix them and face them and deal with them and quit getting up from that table of cards, then you guys will be really a power couple. Okay, so definitely take that as it resonates. This King of Pentacles is here. Why is this card here, Spirit? Why is this King of Pentacles here? Four of Cups. 2 4s in your reading so far. Heavy structure, stability. So some of you guys, your stability is heavily at play right now. The 8 is there, and that's 2 4s. There's a 12, that's 3 4s. The Emperor card is the number 4. Heavy 4s in your reading. So you guys could be seeing repeating 4s lately. You could be an Aries or born in the month of April watching this reading. So you could be a Taurus or Aries. The other thing is that this 4 of Cups indicates the rejection card. So I feel like for some of you guys, there is the energy here of rejecting yourself from an opportunity to kind of 2 4s came under together. 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands, all in your reading. And I just said it, you could be seeing repeating 4s, and another 4 just came after that. So confirmation. There's April birthdays in this reading. There's Tauruses and Aries in this reading. There is family heavily in this reading, but structure, stability heavily is needed in your life right now. So I do feel like, again, I'm hearing that Cardi B song, money moves need to be made. Okay, so for some of you guys, you got a real challenge, and maybe you're just sitting there at that spades table, that card table, and you're like, ooh, look at these cards that I'm being laid, but you're not playing them, you're not moving them, you're not making. He's holding this chess piece, he hasn't made any type of move. So I do feel like something is coming towards you guys that probably is going to shift you into making an actual move. And I feel like it's divine timing at play, meaning God is like, listen, we sick and tired of watching them struggle over this. We're sick and tired of watching this person like not go towards that person and shoot their shot. We're sick of that person allowing their marriage to just fall apart and them not do anything about it, or them not leaving in the connection. We're sick of this person having, dealing with stress and anxiety and rejection and fear and whatever this is that's going on in their mind that they're telling us that we're sick. We're tired of allowing them to feel this way about themselves, or we're tired of watching them be used and manipulated by systems or by people around them. Okay, you've been rejected a lot, lovely nobody. And again, I'm going to go back to that closed door after closed door. Some of you have been hurt in relationships by other people, but I truly feel like stability can be had if you can just face how and why you keep coming to this place in life. How and why I keep dealing with this type of scenario, this type of situation, okay? You better play this hand. I just heard that. You better play this hand. The Emperor, the 2 cards that come up on the Emperor, 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. And I already told y'all I felt swords in this reading, and a lot of them are here. 2 of Wands, and I'm telling you, again, he needs to make a strategy, and she's looking out of the window. This is planning, okay? This is planning who you want to take with you in life. This is planning, all right, I'm deciding that I want to do this, because the Ace of Wands would be the opportunity to take that leap towards something inspiring, so it's something creative, maybe a passionate journey, a journey towards maybe finding new ways to live out your life through inspiration, through your creativity, through you allowing yourself to really feel, be, and show up how you show up. And then the 2 of Wands is planning, who am I taking with me? Who do I need to include on this journey with me? And so there's a heavily strategy, okay, needed. So some of you guys are thinking about who you're going to include in your life on this next journey. And I'm going to go back to the people who are single. Some of you guys are really about to want to place a person in your life, and I'm talking about a stable person. This is either somebody that wants to be in a committed relationship, like a partnership forever, like maybe not get married, but you want to be in a lifelong partnership with someone. Some of you guys, you are looking for marriage, and there's this committed traditional energy here, but this 8 of Swords, it does give me this energy. It's almost like this self-sabotaging energy. Be careful of telling yourself, lovely nobodies, that, well, if I take that person on, like, there's no way to get up from the table. But again, the 2 of Wands indicates you are already, this is you deciding that you want to play spades and you want to choose that partner for your spades partner, okay? So I do feel like for some of you guys, there is a need to choose someone, something to take along with you for this next journey. someone, something to take you through this energy that you're dealing with right now. Okay, so I am getting, because there's a heavily twos, I know a game of spades can't be played, and you can't even play two-man spades for real if you think about it. You cannot play spades with just one other person. There has to be a group of people involved, because playing spades with two people, the other person knows every card that you have, right? There has to be more than two people playing spades for the game to be really effective. So even with that said, I'm getting this energy, lovely nobody, that there is a need to come together with a group of people, right? This is either your family needs to come together, and because you're the one watching this reading, then maybe you need to be the leading person, the pioneer in getting your family back together. For some of you guys, this could be relationship. And so for some of you guys, if you're single and you're looking to, be in a connection with someone else, maybe you need to get advice from friends who are married or friends who are in connections with people. Maybe you need to get assistance with how to date if you don't know how to date, how to handle the opposite sex or the same sex if you're dealing with someone or you're wanting to get out there and start dealing with someone. This might be a need to kind of get advice, a consultant. You guys remember that movie Hitch? Spirit is showing that movie Hitch with Will Smith. There might be somebody literally named Will or William, or the name William might resonate with you. But I was getting this download about that movie, and it was almost like he was like a relationship expert, and he was like helping this guy, this kind of like business guy. I can't remember the guy's name in the movie, but it was Kevin Bacon. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyways, he was helping this guy. He was a business guy. Really get this rich woman that he just literally felt like he was out of his league for. But Will Smith is kind of like this relationship consultant that kind of helps him. But what I'm saying, even with that energy, it's almost like for some of you guys, maybe you are awkward with dating. Maybe you don't know how to date. Maybe some of you guys don't know how to include another person, especially if you've been single a while, a long time. With this Tower, this Hangman here, the Strength, the Temperance, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, some of you guys, I'm just be real, you might be a selfish person. You might be selfish when you get in relationships, and that may have been the issue in a lot of your past relationships. So maybe for some of you guys, because all of these major cards are here, I'm going to go to, in your last 10 years, whether this is relationships, dealing with family members, or dealing with just the overall public and people in general, what are some overarching things that people have continuously said about you, right? Have people always said that you're a narcissist? Have people always said that you make them feel alone and abandoned? Have people always said that you're an avoidant, right? That you detach from things, or that you're evasive? Have people always told you that you're mean-spirited? Have people always told you that you're a people pleaser? Have people, like, what have people always said to you throughout your life? Because in a way, it's almost like Spirit is like, I want you to see yourself for who you really are. Because there are some of you guys who have that main character energy. And I didn't flip the main character energy the other way earlier. I just talked about it being in the space of like the person who shows up as a main character in their day-to-day, but behind the scenes they're the opposite. So for the flip of that, there's some of you guys that you're coming into your main character energy, and there are some people, right, who don't see you as a main character, and they've already dealt with you before, or they don't see you as a main character now, but God, the divine, is about to raise and rise you up to a main character energy status in your life, meaning that God might be about to put you into a position where in your job or your career to where you have no choice for people to see you. God might put you on a platform where you have no choice but to be seen. God might put you in a space to where everybody in the family gonna see you in the room when you walk in, right? God is about to put some of you guys in such a shift of abundance and such a frequency of abundance in your life where you will not be able, people won't be able to unsee you. People are not going to be able to unsee you. So lovely nobodies, I do feel like there's this energy today of play that hand. Play the cards that you've been dealt, because you're why the cards are even there, right? How did these cards get on my table? My table is inside of my house. You came into my house. I had to let you into my house. And I'm just speaking in general. There's this huge energy today of wanting to run from what we put ourselves into. There's this huge energy today from wanting to tap out when we're the ones that took on the thing, the person, the idea, the opportunity, the whatever this is. Some of you guys are going to really have to play this hand, and you're going to have to use strategy. For some of you guys, it is you never should have made that choice or decision to enter that contract, whatever this is with that person. You never should have sat down to play spades with that person, but you did. So we need you to play this hand really quick. And some of you guys, your hand gonna be 6 months. Some of you guys, your hand might be 2 weeks. Some of you guys, your hand might be 5 years because you did whatever you did to put yourself here. I don't have no control over that. I don't have no control over what karma comes from what moves you make. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Okay. I do want to clarify what this tower might be for some of you. There is a tower here. I'm going to grab another deck. Spirit, what is this tower showing up for these lovely nobodies? Either that they're trying to avoid, that they may not see coming. Tell me about this tower, the Ten of Swords. Release it. Release them. Stop believing it. Stop thinking that way. It's no longer true. That moon is back there, so things that are hidden, whatever you're telling yourself, it's not that. Whatever you're telling yourself, it was that, but it's not that now. This is releasing the betrayal and the anger and the resentment that you have. This is, in order for you to get that, you can't believe that way no more. So something's got to die. Something got to end. Something got to be released. And I told you this tower tried to come out in the reverse. And I already told you the tower in the reverse is avoiding the inevitable. It's not letting the tower fall. It's not letting shit die. It's not letting something toxic end. Okay? So I'm telling you, for some of you guys, Spirit is saying there's something that you know you need to end. You need to walk away from. You need to walk away from them. You need to stop going to their house. You need to stop talking to them. You need to quit texting them. You need to just get them out of your energy. You need to stop following that person. You need to delete some of these social media pages that you follow, because whatever it is, whatever it's putting in your psyche, like, it's further feeding the negative energy that you have in your mind. And I don't even know why I just brought that up, but I'm going to expound on that really quickly. Watch what y'all put in front of y'all eyes. Watch what y'all put in y'all's mind, okay? Because your soul is picking up all of that, right? You are the soul. This is your body. You have a body, but you are a soul. And your soul picks up on everything, whether you think it does or not. It's almost like, let's just say we're in a crowded room and you and I are talking, but we can hear other people talking, right? So what is it that's hearing that? You and I have a conversation. I'm focused on what you're saying. But I also hear we're in a restaurant, and I also hear somebody drop a fork in the back. I also just heard a plate break in the background. I also just heard a baby cry, but I'm still focused on your conversation. I also heard the door just closed because somebody just walked into this restaurant, right? I also just heard the water running because somebody just turned a sink on somewhere. Right? So many frequencies are going on. So I feel like a lot of you guys need to control what's coming in on your frequencies. Watch what you're watching, okay? These songs, I love music. I love the culture. I love all genres of music. But some of these songs, you need to watch, because everything we say that comes out of our mouth, especially incantations, songs are incantations. They are spells. Stop. If you want love, stop singing Adele's Never Mind, I'll Find Someone Like You. Like, stop singing these. I just heard it's just another sad love song racking my brain. Is that Toni Braxton? The name Toni might resonate with you. Toni Braxton, I think she's also from Atlanta. ATL is in the building in this reading today. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you supporting me because I feel Atlanta. And this reading today is so heavy, and heavy on the artist, okay? The artists are like celebrity, famous people. Some of you guys might be connected to a famous person or artist in Atlanta. But I'm just getting this energy. It's like, something gotta die. Something gotta die. The way you believe gotta die about it. You just need to, like, it happened, right? It happened. Whatever happened to you is valid, but healing it is your responsibility. So for some of you guys, you don't want to play this hand. The tower is you don't want to let it go. You don't want to let them go. You don't want to stop believing it to get what you want. You've always done it this way, but it ain't working, right? We've been together for 20 years. We've been making it, but it ain't working for real. It ain't working for real, okay? So lovely nobodies, ask yourselves today, what in my life is not working, right? What cycles am I continuing to repeat? Because all of these major arcanas here do give me the energy that you guys have repeated the same cycle in a different area of your life, okay? Some of you guys might have repeated a cycle in the same area, meaning you're getting the same guy in a different face every 1 to 2 years. You're getting the same girl in a different face every couple of years, okay? For some of you guys, every holiday, every function, family function you got, stuff goes left, and you can't pull yourself out of that mentality like, this is my family and they're my only family that I have. Okay, well, if you're going to keep doing that, you're going to keep being here. You're going to keep being here, leaving the party, leaving the family reunion, leaving the Sunday dinner feeling hurt, betrayed, manipulated, crying, angry, pissed off, right? Wanting to crash out. Stop putting yourself in the same scenarios. I feel like a lot of you guys, it's time to get strategic with how you move. And I'm going to be real. It's time to get strategic with yourself. It's almost like you are a brand of yourself. Okay? You are a brand of you. Christy, I am a brand. And I literally have that written on my mirror. In my bathroom and on my mirror where I look at myself every day. You are the brand. Okay? If you guys have to write little things, I have affirmations written all over my house. I have them written everywhere. I have them on little sticky notes. I have them everywhere, okay? Because I know my soul picks up on everything. Even though I'm not paying attention and my mind isn't focused on it, I know my soul sees it, my soul knows it, my soul feels it or senses it. I know that. So I keep stuff around me that keeps my energy together. So that's what I'm saying. These love songs, even some of these rap songs that y'all are listening to, some of the lyrics in them, they are not feeding what you need to be fed to get to the next level, okay? TV shows that you're watching, all of these reality shows where they're fighting, and I'm going to go back to love and hip hop. I'm not going to say don't watch it, but just watch what you're putting in your spirit when you watch those type of shows, especially with a lot of fighting, a lot of cheating, especially if you're searching for a husband and you want to be in a loving relationship and you want a husband that's faithful to you or a wife that's faithful to you and have a happy, loving relationship. It's not smart for you to watch those reality shows where all of these couples are going through things and people are cheating and stuff. It is not smart to watch those things, okay? So focus on what you're putting in your mind. I'm going to flip that and say even focus on what you're putting in your belly, because balance we started out with balance having in this reading today. So some of you guys are not eating at all. So you need to balance out how you're eating, like you're eating sleeping patterns. That's for some of you guys. For some of you guys, you're overeating. So maybe you're stress eating, or maybe you're eating the wrong ingredients or the things that are not like good for your body. We know sugar is one of the number one major killers in life. Sugar shows up in many ways in our body, right? Sugar can show up as diabetes. Sugar can show up as cancer. Sugar can show up as headaches. Sugar in our bodies can show up as a lot of things that we think are something else. And I'm telling you, it's probably tied to sugar or whatever you're putting in your body. So balance out where you're eating, okay? So maybe you guys are on a little health kick right now. And if you are, maybe I'm saying that because Spirit is like, oh, okay, somebody's trying to get their health together. Because if you really want to shift your trajectory, and I am getting that there's some of you guys that can't really control what's going on right now. Right? So if you want to shift your trajectory, control what you can control. All right, since I can't really control my money coming in right now because of yada, 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 let me get my body together. Did I eat today? Let me eat a balanced meal today. Let me put on something nice and feel good about myself today. Let me clean that crazy closet and all that clutter in my closet, because the clutter in my closet could also be tied to the clutter that's in my mind that helps me or that fuels me not being able to decide on something. And maybe my energetic closet, right, my spiritual closet could be cluttered. All right, clear those spaces up. Another thing that you could do is kind of like put yourself out there more. So I am getting a lot of you guys, because you are traditional, I am getting a lot of people that don't like to ask for help, a lot of people that don't delve outside of their norm, a lot of people that don't, hang around people that are not like them, converse with people that are not like them. I'm asking you guys, and I feel like Spirit is acknowledging, like, hey, let's sit at some different tables this week. Let's talk to some different kinds of people this week. Let's be open to some different types of conversations this week. Let's start, follow 2 new pages on social media this week that really uplift you, that really move you forward, okay? The kind of pages that inspire you to be a better person after you've seen that post. Follow 2 new pages this week. It's almost like control the things that you guys can control and can change. Stop feeling like you're stuck and that you're in a rut. If some of you guys are not able to move and you perceive like God has got doors closed in front of me, that means God got you in a room and God don't want you to move. God wants you to sit with yourself and deal with yourself. Like, what do I got on me that I can't get off of me? What am I struggling with? What am I not dealing with when it comes to myself? For some of you guys, it is how you use your money. For some of you guys, it is what you're eating and what you're putting in your body. Some of you guys, it is the people that you are allowing to stay in your life and to be a voice in your life or in your head. Some of you guys got people living rent-free in your head that you don't even deal with no more. It's like, I feel for a huge portion of you guys, God really wants you to sit with yourself and play this hand of life. Play it. No matter what it is, God is asking you to play it, because maybe if you play this game, what's on the other side of this game that you are going to play is the biggest blessing that you ever would have received, but you're just ready to tap out. This is almost like somebody that gets all the way to 12th grade and you quit school in the 12th grade. That really could have happened to some of you guys. You got all the way and you quit high school in the 12th grade, right? This is like giving up at the last moment, okay? So I do feel like for some of you guys, you got midnight hour energy surrounding you guys, meaning you got immediate things that shit got to be handled now. Like my rent is due now. It was due 2 weeks ago. My car payment has been due. They're coming to get my car. I have to make a decision on this now. I got offered that job and I have to make a decision by Friday. There's a lot of midnight hour energy that I feel. And midnight hour energy, when my spirits make me feel that or they show me that it just lets me know that at the last minute something is going to come through. When you were least expecting it is going to come through. But the lesson was the journey. It was not you getting out of it. The lesson was in the 1 month that it took you to get out of that rut. And I got you out at the last minute, right? What did you learn about yourself? Because I know you don't never want to be here again. I know you don't ever want to have to struggle to get this how you just got it again. I know you don't want to have to just do what you just did to get this again. And I will go, they're showing me the movie Set It Off now. And they're showing me when Jada Pinkett, Jada and Will are heavy in this reading today because Jada was in that movie, but it's when she was in the car with that man and she was like, I'm in a bind, Nate. I don't know if you've seen the movie Set It Off, but basically she's in a bind. Her brother needs to go to college and she doesn't have the money for college for her brother to go to college. She's trying to get her brother out of the hood. There's another nudge to the hood. Somebody hood rich, tied to the culture, tied to the artist community is watching this reading today. I feel it. Okay, but Jada Pinkett was trying to get her brother to college, and then so she was gonna have to like have sex with this man to get the money and to get the money for her brother. And she literally just goes like, I'm in a bind. Some of you guys are in a bind, and maybe some of you guys are in a bind and you're about to have to go to, or you're finding yourself having to go to somebody like a Nate and Set It Off, like you don't really want to go to. Nate's a sleazy guy. He's a sleazy guy. This is what he does, right? He sleeps with people for money, but he has money. I think he's like a car lot owner or something like that. That might resonate with you as well. But you guys might have a Nate energy in your life, meaning you might have an energy that is like, damn, I don't want to go back towards them to get what I need from them because they're going to try to manipulate and use me or whatever this might be. So some of you guys might be facing that in your midnight hour energy. Whatever this is, I just feel like even with that, even with you not wanting to go towards somebody to get something that can give you something, or you don't know what you're going to have to do. It's like some of you guys are scared of what you'll have to sacrifice. Like, what will I lose if I go back to them and do that and get that and ask for that, okay? You got to figure that out on your own, okay? I do feel like strategy is necessary, but lovely nobodies, this is the energy that I feel for you guys today. I feel like with all of these fours in your reading today, stability is imperative. It is key this week. Stability in your mind, stability in your thoughts. Be stable with what comes out of your mouth, meaning don't be doing all that double talk. Don't be doing all that double talk. And don't be around double talking people, double-minded people. They say one thing and they do another. They be talking to you about that friend, and then when they with that friend, they talking to that friend about you, right? You know them. You see them. You guys, if you're watching this video, I know you're intuitive, so pay attention, okay? The other thing is that as far as stability goes, when it comes to like Spirit is just showing me y'all's energies. Stability as far as it goes to your mind and your emotions put together. Meaning, be careful with crashing out. Be careful with allowing yourself to crash out, okay? Be careful with allowing yourself to step out of character for anything or anyone. Don't allow it to happen. Be stable, be grounded, be rooted. Also, because of the fours, there is a need for grounding, okay? So some of you guys, you need to get near some earth elements. You need to get you some earth elements. You need to be outside in nature. You need to get out in the sun. You need to get near some trees. You need to be near a beach. You need to pick up some dirt and plant dirt. If you can't go outside and you're not able to get out of your house, if you have a plant in your house, get some of that plant dirt and just like get your hands in there and get close to the earth, okay? Huge grounding energy is necessary, but this is the reading that I have for you guys, lovely nobody. I'm praying for you all. I love you all. Don't get up from this table. Like, play this hand. Play this hand, and I promise you what is coming towards you is going to be something huge, something great, something better. It's going to grow you in a way that you never would have expected, okay? So just don't get up from the game. I love all of you, and I thank you so much for watching this reading today, and I'll see you next time. Have an amazing day.